Hi, author Denise Vega here for another episode of Picture Book Quick Tips. This is a question I got very recently and have gotten a lot. It's a very common question and it makes a lot of sense. It's a good question. And that is, should I send illustrations along with my story? If you're a new writer, you may be concerned that maybe they're not going to get your idea and you kind of want to flesh it out, or maybe you think that's the protocol. So let's just talk a little bit about that for those of you who are pretty new to this whole picture book world. First of all, if you are not also the illustrator, you don't have to submit any illustrations at all. In fact, I would discourage you from doing that. If you're going to try to traditionally publish, as opposed to self-publishing, where you would do your own or you would find an illustrator on your own. Most traditional publishers will find that illustrator for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so why would you want to submit illustrations? Well, like I said, some people feel like, well, they're not going to understand my story if I don't kind of give them an idea. And one of the things that we need to remember as writers is that we have a collaborator somewhere out there called the illustrator. And what we put on the page needs to make sure that it leaves room for those illustrations and can elevate, enhance, or somehow really improve the story just through the illustrations. So you may want to check out my video on including illustration notes and when and why you might do that. But if you're an author, not just an author, but if you're a writer who does not have the beautiful, wonderful talent of being a children's book illustrator, then you're just going to send the manuscript. And one of our goals and one of the things we absolutely have to do as writers is to release the movie in our mind about our story. We see it a certain way. We may see it with cartoony characters. We may say that, ooh, on page 2, I just want to see that little cat tail coming off the edge of the page. Well, those kinds of decisions are up to the illustrator. So we have to release that and let the illustrator do his or her job. So hopefully that helps, and I will see you next time on Picture Book Quick Tips. Thanks.